With the BB arrival for delivery.
6 thank you.
Canada 297, runway 31 is available for exit for the line runway 26 left.
Line 26 left, check the mark, Canada 297. Thank you, Tower, good morning, get up, expect 316 at 1,500, UVAC, hotel, April, diesel, window, thanks,
Cover express 316, cancel the car, identified, Air Canada A330-300, to the Coho Transit, North.
Hotel,
Express 307, clean access service of Carter westbound for Sabre Airlines. Express 307, car identified on the Untitled Chapter, Air Canada A330-300.
Alrighty, welcome to Wake Turbulence live in Vancouver. We're looking at runway 26 left right now. And looks like we're going to have an arrival shortly. Yep. Air Canada 297 and A320 in from Winnipeg. Ground for it. Embraer 175, SkyWest 377 Seattle.
Hold short of runway 264, traffic line.
Holding short, 26 left.
Cover express 307, to the out service secure and exchange out for next CPR. Tower hold, Pasco 3055, 26 left. Pasco 3055, thanks for the car to see number 2, runway 26 left, traffic 737, 2 miles final. Okay, number 2, we have to mistake, Pasco 3055.
You want us to plan 31 exit as well for WestJet Air Canada if we can make it?
This is Porter 304.
Okay.
Headed to Toronto. YYZ, our normal base. But first, over our heads right now, 737 MAX, WestJet 1590.
November 1207
Eastbound is good for Oscar Charlie November.
Charlie November, monitor me on 1187, wind 2007, landing time for discussion.
Charlie November. Roger, 1000 for the high at 250 north.
WestJet 309, identified, so we have the transit for an animal,
From Cranbrook, we have a Saab 340B+, operated by WestJet. WestJet Link, operated by Pacific Coastal Airlines.
Echo, clear to line 26 left, Oscar 3055. Contact to Echo 3055.
Thank you, down. It's Skyline 182, Foxtrot 0, Foxtrot Delta.
Foxtrot, Foxtrot, 135, confident. 300.
Call direct to Alex Fraser, Saturday.
Sure, Foxtrot, 0, I'll play 3006. Channel printed in the traffic.
Fox Delta.
4304, line of road, and I keep the Foxtrot.
4 line of the
Officer Golf Mike, surveillance services, terminated, contact Victoria Tower, 119.
I think the quarter is about to line up.
Officer 3055, I turn Echo, go to the Delta, contact Nomi, and
Embraer E195, headed to Toronto. It's cool to be on the other side of the country and see these flights. We often see them land in Toronto on our stream, but to see where they originate is kind of neat.
Jump around the 26 and keep the 314 Canada 990.
Over our heads, coming in. 737 MAX, Air Canada 997 from Mexico side, we're going to have a 777-300ER coming in Toronto, Air Canada 107. Which we'll have a look at in just a moment. I think we can get a half decent view. We can't see the touchdowns on the north, but we can see them coming pretty close. Once again, this is Wake Turbulence Aviation. We're here live in Vancouver, YVR, Vancouver International Airport. We're on a West Coast trip, and I thought, why not include a little bit of plane spotting? Lovely to be here.
Vancouver down, Fox Pop,
Beach 1900 about to fly overhead. Pacific Coastal Airlines from Penticton in the Okanagan. Well, we'll have a look at that 777 on the other side. We're right behind the threshold for runway 26 left here at Vancouver International. When I landed on 08 left, so the north side. Winds were doing a different thing on Tuesday. But it was a 777-300ER that I came in on. Different flight number. Here we go. Oh, it's going to go behind the trees in a minute. Let's see what we see. Triple seven with the mountains behind it, absolutely gorgeous. That would have been a cool. That would have been a cool thumbnail right there. Things you do not get from our YYZ plane spotting locations are mountains. Definitely no mountains back home. A lot of cool stuff around here. We're across the street from an aerospace technology campus, BCIT, and they have a looks like an old 737. I guess it's part of their learning process, I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm just guessing. We are here at the Larry Bird Flight Path Park, which is an amazing park where you can watch planes. Toronto needs to take note. A lot of cool things out here in BC. I was in Victoria yesterday and they have little holes in the fences just for photographers. I would move to Vancouver just for this park, to be honest. I could spend all day here.
Yeah, look at top of takeoff. All contact top of takeoff.
Okay, plus 316, traffic to be 1 o'clock and from southbound, 300 feet, yes, okay.
Okay, helicopter 431. Can you get to 2,500?
Okay, plus 316, 2,500 feet.
On the way, thank you.
That was a Beach B300 King Air A350-9 from Kelowna. I'm going to Kelowna on Monday, flying a 737-500 with Air North. Doing a few flight lessons out there too, so I'm very excited to fly out of the same airport that 737s fly out of. Never done that before.
911, medevac, contact ground 121.
Speaking of 737, on the other side, we have 737-700 coming in from Montreal, WestJet 589.
November 550, Kilo Romeo, turn clear to land, runway 26 left.
Clear to land, 26 left, 550 Kilo Romeo.
Cover, that's 316. Surveillance service terminated.
Gulfstream G550 coming in next, over our heads in just a moment. Let's see if I can swing around. We lost our live push there for a second. Not as stable as my other setup, but we're doing what we can.
Direct delivery is approved. Channel video take 1207.
I'll take a channel for the westbound 500, okay?
102.
Clear go.
That's going over to the south terminal.
Highway 1 east on the table.
Charlie Delta, identified at 3006, Highway 1 west on 1700. Express 315, traffic to Beaver, 3 miles offshore, they're heading towards Toronto with the journey downwind at 600 feet.
Express 315.
Offshore the wall, traffic snowed down, northbound 57 to pressure.
Clear go, okay.
Brian, yeah, I'm loving the mountaintops too.
Yeah, 701.
Definitely something we don't see
701.
back home.
Thank you, Express 315.
Express 315, thanks for that.
Express 315.
come at a slow time though, but you know what? Gotta do what I can do. I might come back tonight actually with my family to watch some planes. Of course, if you're watching from Eastern time, it'll be the middle of the night. Still may go live. .737-700 WestJet 111 coming in from Calgary. On the north side though. So we won't get to see this touchdown, but watch it behind the trees at least. And in front of the mountains. Can't beat the view. Super points to YVR for setting this park up, or whoever put it together. I don't know much about the history of it. I haven't done a whole ton of research, but very much enjoying the opportunity to see the aircraft from a closer view than back at YYZ. I am on vacation with my family out here, visiting cousins in Vancouver, and then we're headed to Kelowna on Monday to visit some more cousins, all on my wife's side. I'm trying to squeeze in a little... You also don't see this over YYZ, the seaplanes. So I'm doing a little plane spotting while I have breaks in my family time. So I haven't done a whole ton of research as to when the most action is at the airport. As in, I'm only going to be able to come when I can come anyway. And I'll do some lives from Kelowna next week as well. Also, not a very busy airport. We're not going to get the inbounds and outbounds on this trip as we do at Pearson. But hopefully we see some cool things. I just enjoy being around. Enjoy being around the aircraft. There's a familiar sight here though, is a Jazz -8. This is headed to Victoria. Jazz 151, that's got to be a short flight.
Did you call us? Charlie, pick up river west under destination 12007. Caution is possible is turbulence. 2400 rolling now. Doesn't mean early train pass on.
Romeo Charlie Golf continuing the boundary.
Romeo Charlie Golf, Roger. Surveillance services terminated. Contact County Base now 127. That's possible.
Romeo Charlie Golf.
Considering a ferry traveling about 20 knots or so crosses the strait to the island in an hour and a half, I'm imagining the plane goes a bit faster.
Affirm 2462 for Aviation 906.
Code at 906, identified prisoner transit altimeter 3006.
3006 for the report, Aviation 906, thank you.
Express 305, thanks for the charge of money identified altimeter 3006, clear correct, 30.
No, 3306, 305,
okay. Express 302, Vancouver Town, quick around, runway 26.
737 Max in the north.
From
Boston, Air Canada 533.
okay, direct active path at 500.
Might have missed it.
Yes.
I missed it. Just out of the corner of my eye, I tried to swing over, but north would be a really good place to watch landings, but I did a little scoping it out the other day. I couldn't find a good spot to pull over that was legal and had a good view. So we're checking out the south. Dreamliner, Air Canada 26 in the north now, coming in from Shanghai. We'll see if we can see this for a bit as it's over the treetops.
Vancouver taxi, Grizzly 19 on the visual 26 left.
Grizzly 19, Vancouver Tower, good morning, number 21926 left, traffic, level 1 northbound.
Number 2, Grizzly 19.
Traffic approaching to them, opposite direction are 500 feet. Descending to 500 feet for the great winter.
Okay, Delta Hotel, Charlie, check. We'll be looking well, got the lights off.
Seagrass 302, exit left and opposite
from Qualicum Beach. I just looked up that Dash 8 going to Victoria is going to land in 13 minutes. So that's a 15-minute flight from Vancouver to Victoria. That's really cool. You definitely spend more time, you know, probably on the plane waiting for it to back out from the gate for pushback than you do in the actual air, so that's kind of cool. All right, another takeoff. We have a 737 MAX 8 taxiing. This one is headed to Edmonton. Air Canada 238.
Edit 906, the ground service is terminated. Contact the harbor 1184.
22-4, Edit 906, thanks. Vancouver Tower, Charlie Golf Sierra Alpha Sierra. We're just changing a little bit. Oh, Sierra, calling Vancouver. Sierra Alpha Sierra is Beavis Island inbound 300, the BB for AM9. Golf Sierra, Vancouver, selecting us out for 3076 for direct BB, if you're on 3006, back to BB, thanks. Sierra Alpha Sierra.
We have an RCAF plane coming in next, actually.
305.
To Havilland Canada CT-142 for this takeoff.
Air Canada 23, Delta 7, line up and wait, runway 26 left. Delta 7, line up and wait, 26 left, Air Canada 238. Clear for takeoff, 26 left, Air Canada B777-300. Delta Hotel Charlie, surveillance services terminated to zone frequency. Delta Hotel Charlie, thanks so much, bye-bye. Air Express 305, copy 1 o'clock, 5 miles, north bound Caravan 300. Look at 305. Jump, sir, covers 11 o'clock, 5 miles, northbound, single over 1000. Looking for traffic here, Alpha Sierra. Here, Alpha Sierra has traffic light. Jump, sir, thank you.
Over here we have Flare 852, which is headed to Ottawa, YOW, nation's capital, on a 737 MAX 8.
Air Express 305, we got a special phone. 3000, we got the Air
Going to be taking off runway 26 left here at YVR. There's Air Canada 361 across the way, another MAX 8 from Halifax. We'll see if it's in front of the mountains here. Momentarily.
12278, contact departure in the left turn from Delta 7, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left.
Clear to take off runway 26 left via Delta 7, no contact still. 132 to 1 flare 856.
Water over there.
See
Flare take off.
Caravan 300.
Entering the runway early. That's another airport I'd like to visit sometime soon is Ottawa. It's not too far drive from where I live. A few hours. Set up there for a day.
And there's the people on the westbound south off for second. 2308 knots, and we'll go westbound for discretion.
There's United 737-800 landing in the north. Just quickly see it in front of the mountains. Sorry for the pan. Just for a cool shot. And back to Flare, which is about to rotate.
That'll be in the 50 Papa's off, over. 50 Papa, sorry, pressure. Traffic at 11 o'clock and 2.5 miles. 500 feet, caravan on the downwind to 5 South Carolina. 50 Papa.
After the stream, I'm heading over to Boundary Bay Airport for a fam flight in a Cirrus, which I'm very excited about. I've never been in one of those. Did a flight in a Cessna 172 2 days ago, which was great. Got to land at a new airport. It was a lot of fun. So I get to try a different plane today. In Kelowna, I get to try a float plane, which I'm very excited about.
2308, get number 2 for the river, land your discretion.
A320-483 from Minneapolis. Landing on the other side.
What heading would be direct?
Direct to Salmon looks like 252.
Oh, not to Salmon, to your destination. It shows Powell River, but likelihood you're heading somewhere else.
No, that's definitely down. That's just passing Powell River, so yeah, 300 would be good.
450 Papa, cleared to direct. Not above 500 for now, please.
Correct. Correct, not above 500. 50 Papa.
A321 there from 1415 from Dallas Fort Worth. Also landing in the north. 26 right.
For the green thing, dead line, pipeline patrol, 500 eastbound. X-ray Victor Sierra, Vancouver Tower, and continue inbound, not above 1,000, altimeter 3006, squawk identical, see if we can accommodate today. X-ray Victor, not above 1,000, copy that, thanks. Yeah, on the weather. Sure, thank you.
Another MAX 8 in the north, Air Canada 553 from LAX.
X-ray Victor Sierra, and I'll have you make a turn about 20 degrees to the right. Establish yourself well north of the approach for 26 right. Very good, 20 degrees to the right.
I flew on a MAX 8 to LAX and back from Toronto. It was a good flight.
Victor 306, thank you. Now, Fox Papa Charlie Golf, ready to go westbound off Livery. Fox Papa Charlie Golf, wind 2237, take off the middle arm westbound at your discretion. Charlie Golf.
Shorter flight from over here.
Contact with M1, 6 Charlie over here, so 1,500 points, Ray Rebel to 6 July 1. 6-1 Whiskey Charlie, Vancouver Tower. Squawk it in, altimeter 3006, to the point of arrival, to the vicinity of landmark. At point grade, contact me 1187.
2 hours ago departure. MAX 8 is about to take off to LAX as well, Air Canada 554, but before that, on the north side, we got a butter machine coming in, A330 from Montreal. And this is Air Canada 303.
X-ray Victor Sierra, contact tower now on 119er, 55. Victor for 119er, 55. Canada 554, tower request, when ready.
Ready to go for Air Canada 554.
Victor 554, wind 2107, contact departure, on left turn, from Delta 7, clear to takeoff, runway 26 left.
Clear takeoff at 26 left, Delta 7 for Air Canada 554.
Oscar Golf, River Elk, request to travel 1000 when able. But Charlie Golf, sort out your code, please. That's the one class there, Sydney.
330 in front of the mountains. We'll catch the Max 8 takeoff here on 26 left.
Alpha Charlie Golf Squawk 7054.
Air Canada 554.
7054, Alpha Charlie Golf. 61 Whiskey Charlie, descend to 500. Flight of the special to runway 13, hold short of runway 26 left. Short of runway 26 left. Canada
Air Canada 7 we're going to see next, taking off a Dreamliner 787-9 headed to Hong Kong. That's exciting. Dreamliner in the north as well, just in front of the mountains for a second.
Cherokee calling Vancouver down.
Zurich. Just over like that shot.
Victor Fox Flight, Vancouver, identified.
Back to the center.
Fox off, Mike.
Short, because we have a Saab coming in.
Proceed to the threshold of runway 13 and then eastbound.
Close to Airlines.
Victor Fox Flight, Precision down to the use caution as the circuit's getting a little bit. Fox off, Fox off. 45 today. Mike 26 left by Delta 7, Air Canada 7. Sandy, descend to 500. Proceed to the threshold of runway 13 and hold short of runway 265. Speed 62 left on altitude, contact ground 1217. 61 Whiskey Charlie, cleared across runway 26 left. Airline B777 landmark at your discretion, the heavies only landing. Walt, you calling on check left, 26 left. Correct, 26 left. You had a right push on 26 left, you were crossing. 26 left.
WestJet 1754 Santa Ana on a 737-700 about to line up. 26 left. Dash 8 lining up behind it. Looks like a WestJet Encore. Don't see those as much as we see the Jazz Dash 8s in Toronto. We're out west now. We got an A330 about to line up. We're watching a flight to Kelowna, Dash 8. I'll be taking a Dash 8 from Kelowna on the way back. Air Canada 306. A330-300.
Number 2 for departure, Air Canada 306.
just because we don't see this back home very much. Japan Airlines in the north and back to 330. Sorry about that, just wanted to see it quickly. That's from Tokyo 767-300. No point staying on it for a long period of time just because we're not going to see it touch down.
Terminal, or if you're going to stay at 2000, just stay with me. I'll stay with you at 2000.
Maybe we'll see it take off in a bit before I have to go to Boundary Bay.
Requesting orbit at our discretion. So that's called Sega. At our takeoff and service, requesting orbit at our discretion. Make sure that you're sure that it's approved. Very good, thank you.
Another WestJet Encore. Dash 8400. This one's going to Victoria.
Encore 3537, holding short.
Flight.
Ready. Delta 3567, Delta 7, line up away, runway 26 left, and your 6 speed restriction, please cancel. Line up 26 left, Delta 7, speed restriction, cancel. Encore 3537. Vancouver Tower, good morning, sir. Call back to me, Charlie is pushing the alarm from the north 3,000 feet. Sir, X-ray room is turning in concur. And further descent at your discretion, contact Boundary Bay 1276. Okay, 276 descend our discretion. Have a good one. So Charlie. Delta 3537. Contact First Air 126 control the heavy Airbus. Take off from 126. Take off 36 left.
Making its southbound turn for Victoria, British Columbia. Cool little airport as well. Kind of cool to see the airports with the flight schools. You can have 737s land, you know, following a Cessna in the circuit. United 1528 to Houston on A320. Air North. That's a 737-400. Headed to Whitehorse, capital of the Yukon Territory. Also on my bucket list. Territories. 737-800 WestJet 110 to Calgary. And behind that is Flair 874 to London, Ontario. Gulfstream behind me. We're about to land on 26 left. Once Flair gets out of the way.
Land 26 left, uniform, golf uniform.
I didn't think we'd get a lot of people watching today. We got almost 100. That's amazing. Thanks for joining us. Different airports. Flare off, Gulfstream in. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We're here live from Vancouver International Airport at YVR. We're looking at runway 26 left, which is 8 right when the winds are going the other way. Mostly departures on this runway, a few arrivals. Not super busy right now, but we thought we'd check it out. On vacation here on the West Coast, and I thought I'd bring my gear with me to try to do a few streams as I can. So thanks for joining us. Feel free to support the channel by sending a super chat or a PayPal tip. It would mean the world to us, helps us keep this going. But if you haven't subscribed yet, just hit subscribe. It's free. Give us a like, it helps the channel grow. So thank you so much. Embrace the journey. Let's get back to the airplanes at some point. Cheers. Beach 1900 taking off. Flight radar does not say where it's going. American 1719 from LAX on a 319 in the north, just to fly by the mountains here. I'll take that view any day. Not knocking Toronto, but we do not have mountains. My normal view is the 427 and traffic lights. And also the north is a lot closer here. Large space at Pearson between 2-3 and 2-4 left and right. So it's much more of a zoom. Quick second, just gotta grab something, hold on.
Nothing further to the west of the German. Descending Victoria Tower 119 to fall.
Thank you, accept 314.
Another bit of a low. Is that right? Let's have a look at the FedExes here. They're always cool to see. Another beach, Super King Air from Kamloops, Carson Air 811. WestJet Link. Definitely do not see these in Toronto. I mean, maybe they're not there. They're there when I'm not there. This is a Saab 340B Plus, operated by Pacific Coastal Airlines. That is probably why we don't see them. We're not very close to the Pacific in Toronto. Over on the north side, a 737 MAX 8, Air Canada 211 coming in from Calgary. Get that mountain shot soon. Love it. Absolutely love this park. Yeah. My rental is right over there. And they got all these spots set up here. They got benches and picnic tables, a little globe, things to read about airplanes in the airport. Good place to take your kids. Little paper airplane things all the way to the other side. And then there's the runway right there. I'm not doing a great job explaining it, but it's a really cool park. I wish we had the real estate in Toronto to do something like this, because there's a lot of people in Toronto who definitely love to watch airplanes, and we're all dodging traffic to try to get near a fence that we're technically not allowed to be within 10 feet of. I think a lot of people really into the aviation industry and the technology would love a chance to get a little bit closer. I know I would anyways.
Hello, Canada 302 with you, visual approach runway 26 left off the 160 miles.
Weather chart, thank you. $2 super chat. What was the plane to arrive so far at YVR? I think that the brief 2-second shot of the Japan Airlines 767 might have been my favorite so far. Or the 777-300, a couple Dreamliners. We're looking for some cool things though, we'll see what happens. Anything flying in front of the mountains over there. Also the best plane. I'm also digging the airport dog. Shout out to the people working with the animals. Oh, where'd he go? Anyways, weather chart, thank you so much for that $2 super chat. I can't put them out on the screen, unfortunately, with this setup. Need a bigger battery for that, and the larger batteries I cannot take on airplanes to travel with me. So I'm working with a series of less powerful batteries that drain really quickly when my laptop's plugged in. So I'm doing this all mobile setup. But thank you so much for that, it really means a lot. What did you find? This is gonna be really nerdy, but I hope that dog's name is Spot. For no other reason than like plane spotting. Dash A300 Summit Air from Masset coming in. Over my head for a second. Then we have a flare on the north side. I don't think I've seen a Dash A300 since we started. You definitely see the mirage because of the heat on the runway. The air is bouncing off the heat, reflecting into the lens here. Makes it look like it's a wet runway, but it is definitely a dry runway today. And it flares by the buildings now, so can't see that. You look a little bit like the Mickey Mouse plane. You are! Walt Disney World Mickey Mouse livery, WestJet 482 headed to Winnipeg from Vancouver here on a 737-800. The shimmering lines, don't adjust your sets there. It's not my camera, it literally is the heat. It looks the same way with my eyes. Can't really control the way light bounces off the ground, unfortunately. Do a quick battery check because I'm curious how much has been drained since we started, just to see what my endurance is here. That's not bad. My main battery is 93% and my little mobile battery, which I'm using to have the tablet and the phone charging, is like 68%, so it looks like we've got hours upon hours of usage available here. Which on these remotes I'm not doing 8 to 10 hours anyways. I don't do many of those anymore just because life, but we do what we can. So that's good to know. And I have another backup larger battery. Pacific Coastal. I've seen a lot of these now at Beach 1900. It's up in the north though. To see a side view at least. Pacific Coastal, I guess is big around here.
So 482, on departure airborne from 750, pick up runway 269. Departure 133 airborne. Yeah.
Which does make sense because we are at the Pacific coast. So checks out. Good sleuthing there, Michael. Good sleuthing. Dash 8 behind it. I don't know if that's a 300 taxiing back or another one for departure. I'll have to check in a second. No, that's a WestJet Encore headed to Prince George, Dash 8 400. After the Mickey Mouse plane to Winnipeg, WestJet 482 on a Boeing 737-800 special livery.
200, move 2208, now move
26 left, that's looking normal.
Surprise! Beach 1900 Pacific Coastal Airlines just cleared to land on 26 left. This is from Bellacoola. QBC is that airport. Oh, that is northern BC, looks like. Although maybe it's across the border into Alaska. Somebody can let me know. I know Alaska jets down quite a bit in the islands and stuff, so. My northwestern geography is not as great as I would like. It is almost impossible on this mobile tripod to do a full 90-degree up pan on a plane crossing overhead. But I chose this particular spot because it can see over the fence, which is a bonus we don't often get. And I was expecting mostly departures on this side anyway. United 737 MAX 9 headed to San Francisco. I've definitely seen more Uniteds here than I do here. I see a lot of United Expresses in Toronto. We've seen a number of mainline United flights since we started about 90 minutes ago.
733 on tower view. Yeah, 733 ready to go. 733,
something we also do not see back home is in Alaska. This is Alaska Sky West. Having all these cool experiences, things I only see online on other streams from other airports. Which, yes, I do watch because I do like airplanes. A lot of great stuff out there. A lot of great streams. That was coming in from Seattle. Let's see the United MAX 9 lineup. MAX 9s are really cool. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. It's Wake Turbulence Aviation live here from Vancouver International Airport on the west coast of Canada, YVR. Our usual streaming location, as many of you know, is Toronto. YYZ. We are visiting family in the West. And I have a mobile setup, which I can fit under the seat in front of me when I travel. So, except for the tripod, that can go into a carry-on bag or a suitcase. I suppose I could get the tripod in there too. It's been a long journey to build this mobile setup to make it transportable. I've gone through many different bags as well to see what is the most suitable for getting everything in there in a convenient way. And I found this under-seat roller bag at Winners, actually. And it's been great so far. Fits nicely under the seat in front of me on the 777 when I flew to Vancouver, so I'm yawning too. Oh, I'm tired. I had a long day yesterday. We got up at 5 o'clock to catch a ferry to Vancouver Island, which is where we saw some cool stuff at Victoria Airport. Also went to the BC Aviation Museum, which is really, really cool. Saw one of the Lancasters being restored in one of their hangars. Got to go on a Viscount. My wife bought earrings that were made out of old pieces of a Canadian Lancaster, which is really, really cool. Big fan of the Lancaster. I like old warplanes. And that's a great story of the Lancaster. A documentary just came out on the Lancaster, actually. Did some great stuff in the Second World War, helping to turn the tide in the conflict. Anyways, on our ferry back, the only one we could book was 9 p.m. So by the time we get back to Tsawwassen Terminal, it's like 10:45. By 11 by the time we all get off the boat. Back at my wife's cousin's house for 11:30. So it was like 5 a.m. to 11:30. It was a long day, but worth it. Went to see some old growth trees as well. And then we ended up back by the airport to see a cool sunset arrival of that 737. I'm just rambling now about my day on Vancouver Island, but I love it out here. I would come, I think I'll come every summer if I can save for it. Cessna Citation 560XL coming in from Van Nuys to Vancouver, NetJets. I'm gonna wait for it to get over my head because I can't do the swing around. Oops. So nice, then correcting the chat. Let me know if that was an Alaska airport I mentioned earlier and how to say this, the name of that place. So I'd like to get it right for if it comes up again.
Westjet 166 on tower ready to go. Ready to go, Westjet 166. 166 to Delta 7, line up and wait, runway 26 left. Line up and wait, 26 left, Delta 716, so 166.
I can't spend a huge amount of attention on the chat. Can't pay a huge amount of attention on the chat just because the way the setup is, but I can check it every once in a while.
Reverse hotel. Contact down 1217.
Weather chart using a Sony AX53, same one as my regular setup. The camera is the only thing that is used in my permanent setup as well as my mobile setup. Everything else is all mobile. Although I guess technically I use my phone and my tablet for flight radar and trying to monitor the chat as best I can. And rather than using my phone as just an accessory, it's the way that I'm streaming through a USB Camera Pro app direct to YouTube. The special cable that allows the camera to send the HDMI signal as an input into the phone. And it's got a splitter on it so I can charge the phone at the same time. So it's quite helpful. So right now the phone is doing the broadcasting. The overlay is also through USB Camera Pro. You can put an overlay in and also add the timestamp. That's what I'm doing now. Time and date. So I'm using this as my standard gear up mobile overlay. Oh, a seaplane. Coming in quite steep actually, but I don't know if you see it. Water just over there. We're on Sea Island. This is where Vancouver International is. So there's water all around. It's pretty cool actually. I quite enjoy it here. Scenery is just, you can't beat it. Dash 8-400 in the north coming in from Terrace to Vancouver, Encore 3106. Just over the aerospace building.
Mission 9542 on Livery. 9542 from Bravo, backtrack. Runway 26 left, advise radio.
Okay, from Bravo, we'll backtrack 26 left.
I even put up with the haters on the internet just because there's so many awesome people that I've met. And all you chatting right now, subscribers are wonderful humans, so you make this all worth it. There are always folks out there that just like to see a video and just tear it down. I can't tell you the number of people that have commented on my, I did a short video of a go-around. Literally, it was my first time trying to land in a crosswind. I had no idea what I was doing. It was my first time actually taking the ground school skills, and it takes a while to get them into your body. And anyway, so I posted it just to show my journey and my process, and somebody just commented the other day, just went, bad pilot. I was like, okay. Bad pilot, all right. I hope some of these people don't have children, because, you know, when you don't get something right the first time, don't get it right the first time, I guess that's time to just tear them down and not encourage them. So, there we go. That's the internet for you. But I put up with it because I'm loving what I'm doing right now. I'm meeting some fantastic, fantastic human beings. RJ900 about to go to the mountains. Hold on. That's the mountains. Just because I love that view. And so much support out there. People are donating to the channel. Oh, we had a plane on the backtrack there.
What's it 9542?
Doing a 180 at the end of the runway. 737-800 WestJet 9542.
Mission 9542, contact departure.
Yeah, well, the support has been overwhelming. I literally went live one day at the end of January just to see what would happen, and now have a wonderful community. So thank you all. It means the world to me, honestly. I love this, and I love that I get to do this and share it with you. So all your support is definitely goes directly to my heart. Delta connection over here, ready to line up as well. That one's headed to Seattle, Embraer 175. And this is a 737-800 WestJet 542. I don't know where it's going. Flight radar is not telling me that. I I am keeping my eye on the time though, because I do have to get to Boundary Bay Airport for a flight in a Cirrus. With traffic, it's about a 30-minute drive right now. And I assume it's just going to get worse as the day progresses and we have Friday afternoon rush hour. I don't know how Vancouver works for rush hour, but if it's anything like Toronto, Friday is not brilliant. Beechcraft Premier 1 coming from San Francisco. Cessna 680 is also on final for 26 left, but they're gonna get the Delta connection out first. I think I saw it was SkyWest doing this flight. Yeah, SkyWest 3780 to Seattle. But I imagine Kent is also probably not a very long flight, because that's just across the border. For takeoff in an Embraer E175. Then a WestJet Max 8 lining up behind it. Holding short of the runway, headed to San Francisco, WestJet 1774. After the Citation 680 Sovereign lands 26 left. Weather chart, CFL, no idea. All I know is the local team here is the BC Lions, and that is literally all I can tell you. And I know where they play. But I do not even know when the season is. I recall it being different than the NFL. But happy to try to field all Canadian questions from non-Canadian viewers. I'd like to share our country with you as best we can. Some things I can answer. I do know things. Just not big into football. On the north, another MAX 9 United is coming in, so definitely more United here than at Pearson in terms of their main line. I guess Vancouver is just a cooler place to visit. Let's see the United and the mountains because we love this shot. And by we, I mean me. I've lived in Toronto my whole life. I love Toronto, don't get me wrong, but I think Vancouver is just a little bit cooler. I don't mean to start a rivalry or anything.
Ahead, one straight out, one turn with me on the George 6. Come down to 7, so take off on 126 left. So take off 26 left, call you in the turn, 170-31.
Alright, more taxiing happening. What's coming down the line? A WestJet 737-700 to Regina, Saskatchewan, taxiing towards the runway. Behind that, United 737-800 to Denver, United 1036. The WestJet 302 is the one going to Regina, but right now we are watching WestJet 1774 to San Francisco.
Number 550 Kilo Romeo Ellen, at Bravo line up later on with you.
Another place I'd like to visit one day, San Francisco. I would like to see the Golden Gate Bridge, maybe drive across it. And I want to see that street where they filmed the intro to Full House on. The exterior of the Tanner residence. Big part of my childhood, so. There's nostalgia value in that. That doesn't look good.
Push the 315, take off.
Maybe it's just a smoky engine.
That is 1036.
A lot of black smoke.
302 on time.
Still smoking.
Yeah, the problem with the Delta 5 is it was allowed to go behind you, so we had to stop United there. It's a real problem. It's been like that for a few years. Yeah, just be careful next time we take Delta 7. Fair enough. Yeah, United, thanks for stopping there. Yeah, 1036, Delta 7, hold short 267. Delta 7, hold short 267.
Gulfstream that looked like it was smoking. Still climbing. I mean, maybe they just have a lot of black emissions. I don't know. Not something I'm used to seeing, but it smells weird too. I'm sure if there was an issue, I would have heard something on ATC.
Unit 1036 Tower Delta 7, line up runway 26 left. Line up runway 26 Delta 7 at 1036.
It's already at 10,000 feet. So, yeah. Turned eastbound. Still climbing. Just keeping an eye on it, that's all. I'm curious. I don't know much about how engines work, I guess. United 1036 to Denver, 737-800.
United 1036 Tower, the wind 2207, contact departure once airborne from Delta 7, you're cleared takeoff, runway 26 left. Just takeoff 26 left, once airborne over to departure, United 1036.
Could be just the way the fumes are interacting with the air. I am speculating. Yeah, Gulfstream's doing all right. It's at 15,000 feet now. Probably an illusion. Hey Mel, having a great trip. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks, Tony. Yeah, I thought if it was an issue, we would have heard something, so I assumed it was getting rid of junk from the engine or... I just don't see it very often, so it was... Of course, my immediate reaction is alarm, because it's just how my brain works. I do not see this one on the radar, but we do have a departure on 26 left. Do a little backtrack there. Adoring the mountains, though, I will say. It is something I don't get to see very often back home, so huge fan. Beautiful, picturesque landscape here at CYVR with planes flying in front of mountains. Look at that. Definitely enjoying the view. I'll take fewer aircraft movements for mountains any day of the week. I will say I do like the name of this company over here. I like a little wordplay. South terminal stuff over there. Very small little terminal. I know Air North has an arrival bay there, so I was wondering, do I have to go there tomorrow? I mean on Monday for my Air North departure. Although I did double check the itinerary and I am going to the main area. Started to worry that I'm returning my rental car up there, and then I'd have to somehow make my way down to the south with all my bags, but I don't think I have to do that. This is 737 MAX 8 Air Canada 184 headed to Toronto. Oh, YYZ. I might have seen this plane land on my stream one day. Who knows? I got way too excited about Toronto there, but this is my stream. I said my stream like it was a different stream. You know, over on my stream, as opposed to this other person's stream right here. Still me. Different location.
Good afternoon.
Still wake turbulence. We're just in gear up mode.
Holding short for 6 left, ready sequence. Canada 184, Roger, 15 minute 2 hold short runway 26 left, back traffic to depart. Submitting your SID on departure, heading to 230 degrees, balance unchanged. Heading 230 degrees, balance unchanged for Air Canada. 184, check our max regarding Canada. Circle 911, medevac tower from Bravo, the wind 2208, departure 1 airborne, clear takeoff runway 26.
Michelle, thanks for the mountain info. If I do another stream tonight, after my flight, I'm going to bring my kids over to watch some things tonight. So if I do go live, it'll be a very, very late stream for the East Coast people. You can watch it on replay, or don't watch it, whatever.
6 left and wait there, Canada 184.
Behind this Air Canada with American. See right there, that's American 4. Sorry about that, we lost our live push for a second. Anyways, it said that's headed to Vancouver, but unless my eyes deceiveth me, we are already in Vancouver. Could have been its previous
Maybe it's
heading back to Dallas.
You're the 230 heading turn at 500 feet, contact departure in the turn.
It says American 1415, so maybe it's 1416 now, headed back.
6 left, it'll be heading 230, 500. And 184. 184, slow plane off the left there, so get 500 and below. Okay, thanks.
learned over time. Flight radar is not perfect.
Jet 41, Helijet 413, wind 2107, clear to land runway 26 left.
Demand 26 left, Helijet 413.
Helijet. Cleared to land on a Learjet 31A. Just behind me. We'll swing around and have a look.
Tower Delta 7, line up runway 26 left.
Runway 26 left, American 1415.
Tower, contact departure 10 airborne from Delta 7, clear takeoff, runway 26 left.
7 takeoff 26 left, departure airborne, American 1415.
Alright, we got something cool coming up. 777-300ER headed to Tokyo, Narita. Air Canada 3. the heavies. 4,060 nautical miles. That's going to travel to Tokyo. 15-year-old 777. Charlie Foxtrot Romeo Alpha Mike. Mountain Air 564. This is a Dash 8 100. 31-year-old aircraft. Delivered in November 1991.
105 Tower, Bravo, flat runway 26 left, backpack required to the
9 years old when this started flying. Definitely not as busy, but Pearson also has its downtimes.
Hey, Gulf Indy Gulf Oscar, we were the north side here, Twin Otter coming in from Terranova Way, and take off for the westbound near discretion. So 611, the first caravan there, just your 12 o'clock, 2 miles flying in there, just one wing 5,500. Contact 611. So 611 wings. There's a second one rolling at this time, it's going to favor the north side, you favor the south a bit there. We'll have it about 6 o'clock.
Couple of arrivals coming in the north. Flare 1889 from Los Angeles on a 737 MAX 8. Behind that, Dauntless 112, a Lynx Air from Toronto. Flight 112 on a MAX 8 as well. See Flare, and then our Toronto flight. I'm sure we've seen Dauntless 112 take off on this Dream. When we're back home.
Golf Oscar, contact tower 124.02. Golf Oscar. Thank you, guys. Yes, sir, Charlie, ready westbound after the traffic is landed. Okay, sir, Charlie, at the Twin Otter, and take off for westbound near discretion up the shoreline 124.02. Yeah,
mountain flare. This is the approach path. For both runways, actually.
611, thank you.
When the wind is coming from the west. Few departures, getting ready to get to the runway as well, including a Dreamliner, third to depart after a Dash 8 Q400, an A320, and a Dreamliner. Jazz, Delta, and then Air Canada. Dauntless is a little more visible now. See links over the mountains, or in front of the mountains. Mountain links.
Sure. Truly on course, sir, for Sonora, and contact car 124.02.
Alright, let's see our departure lineup. So Vancouver to Prince George on a Dash 8 400, Jazz 343 is on the right there. In the middle of your screen, you'll see a Delta Airlines A320, Vancouver to Minneapolis, Flight 483. Then we have Air Canada 63 on the left, which is a 787-9 Dreamliner from Vancouver to Seoul. Definitely flying the farthest out of the three will be the Dreamliner, all the way to Asia.
Delta 43 Tower, ready for departure. We are ready to go, Delta 43. Delta 43, roger, the wind is 2207 from Delta 7. Contact departure, wind airborne, cleared takeoff, runway 26 left. 26 left, Delta 7, cleared for takeoff, Delta 43.
Oh, I guess the Delta got clearance first, so it's gonna go ahead. And 777 goes to line up as well. Charger. Alright, here we go. This is a cool one. With Korean Air 71 from Seoul on a 787-9 Dreamliner that was just cleared to land 26 left. Not our usual WestJets and Air Canadas. So let's check that out. That is not it. Maybe it's on the north and I misread what's coming. Definitely does not look like a... Oh, that is coming north. I'm misreading. Well, there you go. I got too excited. That's okay, we'll see it in the north anyways. In front of the mountains, that'll be cool. Oh, the radar. I saw it coming in and this was the only plane I saw in the distance. It's a little black speck. So I thought maybe we'd have a bonus cool landing in the south, but that will go north.
That's 243 on Delta, sure. He does 343 Delta 9 line up runway 26 left to ski restriction cancel. Line up 9 at, sorry, line up 26 left Delta 9 at 580 medevac exit off Alpha 2 and contact ground 121.7. Takeoff Romeo, Roger, link 2107, which way you want to go? Takeoff Romeo, land the river westbound, your discretion. That's 343, tower contact departure wind airborne from Delta 9, cleared takeoff, runway 26 left. Chevron 6, you got 26 left to Delta 9, down 343.
That's a Dash 8400, just 343 to Prince George. The one we saw a little earlier.
680, tower contact departure wind airborne from Delta 7, you're cleared takeoff, runway 26 left.
Your departure in the air from Delta 7, clear takeoff, 26 left.
WestJet 688 is going to Saskatoon. (737-800).
That's the 345 tower, that's the Rebel backtrack on runway 26 left to trail. Rebel backtrack to trail.
Alright, dash 8, 400 again. Off to Victoria, British Columbia, so I had to swap out a wire. Sometimes it does a little cut out sometimes when I have to change a wire, but it is what it is. After this is an Air Canada A319, flight 294 to Winnipeg. This one's off in Toronto. Seven FIUV headed to Toronto. 777-300 Air Canada 114. Down the taxiway, I'm seeing an Air France A350 as well. That'll be probably the coolest plane we see so far. Although I do like the 777-300s.
Takeoff 26 left, Air Canada 114, heavy.
Air Canada 114 heavy headed to Toronto. 777-300ER. 737 MAX 8 lining up behind that to Anchorage, Air Canada 1081. Although we are going to focus a little bit on the Air France A350 headed to Charles de Gaulle. And that is Air France 379. France is holding for a minute. We'll jump back in a second.
There's a wind up and wind, Delta 9, runway 26, left number 3, 3793.
Jazz 89 to Prince Rupert on a Dash 8-400. Okay, I think France is going to line up now. WestJet 714 lining up next, 737 MAX 8 to Toronto. And we just saw a beach Super King Air 350 from Fort St. John, Northern Thunderbird Air 201 land after Air France departed.
Departure to turn from Delta 7 clear for takeoff 26 left 27, 714.
Someone in the chat mentioning AC308 that is going to line up after this RJ900 Jazz 274 to Kelowna.
Runway 26 left at Delta 7, I use the freeway.
I think we got another hour or so left in the stream, 45 minutes at least, and then I have to head over to Boundary Bay Airport for a flight in Osiris. Grab some lunch as well. I'm hoping to be back a little bit later with the family. Maybe I'll do a late night stream. It'll be late night for the East Coast anyways. A330-300 going to Montreal from Vancouver. Air Canada 308. This is Air Canada 1058, 737 MAX 8 to Las Vegas. And right behind that we have Flair 102, also to Montreal, on a MAX 8 as well. Quite the lineup. The lull seems to be over, just in time for me to have to go soon. Flare to Montreal, flight 102 on a MAX 8. We're getting a nice lineup over here though.
Number 16 Yankee, Charlie, more than 3 minutes control of the contact departure of 1 from level 6.
Jazz 416 to Penticton in the Okanagan on a Dash 8-400 lining up behind this flare. And behind that we got a Dreamliner to Frankfurt to Canada A330. Dreamliner over here. Coming up after that, RJ900, Dash 8, seen a lot of these. Max 8, 2 Max 8s in a row actually. Got Embraer 175, the Alaska SkyWest, I think is leaving again. A Citation, a 319. Dreamliner to Osaka after that. Wait lineup. Flight radar looks quite busy.
Line up away, runway 26 left from Delta 7, Air Canada A3.
Heavy, contact departure 1 from Delta 7, close to takeoff on
Close to takeoff 26 left, contact departure Air Canada A3.
Air Canada A3 is headed to Frankfurt, 787-9 Dreamliner. RJ900 just cautioned Jet Blast is going to line up behind the Dreamliner as it's on the takeoff roll. The RJ900 is going to Denver, Jazz 712. Beautiful day here in Vancouver. We're at CYVR. This is our Gear Up remote stream. We like to travel and thought we would take the stream with us. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's lovely to have you here. As we try new things, new places, new equipment. Dash 8 lining up behind the RJ. This one's going to Terrace, YXT, Jazz 441.
Jazz 441, please cancel, contact departure at 1777 for the takeoff on 261. Canada 344, line up on runway 26 left at Delta 7. You'll be number 2 for departure. I'm going to get a Amber at Delta 5. I'm going to do Canada 33214, line up on runway 26 left at Delta 7.
Oh, they're going to put the Alaska in first.
You're following Silver 12 o'clock and 3 miles. Canada 3321, contact departure in the turn from Delta 5, so for the number 926.
It is just behind.
Contact departure in the turn, clear for takeoff.
Double lineup.
26 left, that was 3321.
The Alaska SkyWest 3321 to Seattle on an Embraer 175. And Air Canada 344, Max 8 to Yao. Running up behind the Alaska SkyWest. Air Canada 240 to Edmonton, lining up behind. Also a Max 8. But there's some cool things coming up. So we'll stay as long as we can. Kalispell is where this citation's going. I don't know that place. Vancouver origin, obviously. It's Cessna 525B. Private owner. Behind this, we have American 1719. It says it's going to Vancouver from LAX, but I assume that's reversed. Unless that's the old flight number.
American 1719 Carolina flight, runway 26.
Line up the weight, 26 left up, American 1719.
Looks like we got some bigger ones over here too. A Dreamliner to Osaka. Air Canada 23 there. And American lining up here. Just heads up, we're nearing the end. A few more planes, and then I'm gonna go get some lunch and head over to Boundary Bay for my Cirrus flight. Big GoPro in that aircraft.
Alright, 26 left, close to takeoff, Delta 7 will contact departure on the turn, American 1719.
I think I'll end with Encore 3322 to Kelowna, because it's a -8, and I'm headed to Kelowna on Monday. So I think it's fitting. Dreamliner is about to steal the show here. We'll be flying back from the -8 and back to Toronto, going through Vancouver again. Just lining up one after the other. I don't have much camera work to do.
American 1719, contact departure.
Jazz 3-1 to Nanaimo. That's just across the water as well on Vancouver Island. I imagine not that long of a flight. 29 nautical miles. Barely enough time to get airborne.
Jazz 3-1, the wind is 2207 knots, caution phones, contact departure to left turn from Delta 7, clear takeoff runway 25. Jazz 478 tower, Delta 7 lines, away runway 25.
Dash 8's little workhorses. Big thank you to Stephen L. Sent a tip, $3.80 an hour ago. Sorry I didn't catch that because I don't get the notifications in the same way on the remote stream. Great show from YVR, Mike. Well done. Thank you, Stephen L. Much appreciated. That goes a long way. Hope you're still watching. If not, I will have to send a message to you later. Do appreciate that. Do appreciate that. A lot going on this end, so I don't catch everything right away, but thank you so much to Stephen L. Porter's going to Toronto, E195, E2. I looked at Porter back to Toronto because I've always wanted to fly Porter, but we had a coupon code for Air Canada at the time, so we're flying back Air Canada. Jazz from Kelowna to Vancouver, where we're switching to a Dreamliner back to Toronto, and that's over a week from now, a week Tuesday. Jazz 293 to Sandspit, dash 8400. 400, this one's 400. It is farther. Way up on like, it's like Graham Island, that one. A320 lining up behind this. Air Canada 566 to San Francisco. A few more planes left, then we have to call it for the day, unfortunately. I got things I gotta do. Hopefully we'll be back later this evening, a few hours in between to get some dinner and pick up my family, and we'll be back. United 1868 Chicago O'Hare on a Max 9 lining up now. Several United Max 9s we've seen today. And after this, we have 2 -8s to end the show.
United 1868, wind 210 knots, contact departure Walt,
Then we will see WestJet Encore 3322 to Kelowna, and we'll end the show on a Kelowna flight. Thanks everyone for watching. It's been a really cool experience getting to stream from a different location for a longer period of time. Get to see how the batteries actually work. Seeing the areas that I need to fix equipment-wise. A couple of wires I could probably get. I've only tried to gear up from around Toronto just for test runs, but I've always been close to home. This time kind of left to my own devices here, literally. Jazz 298-8 to Cranbrook. And then our final plane right after this is a WestJet Encore -8 to Kelowna.
Takeoff river after inspection. Encore 3322, speed restriction is canceled. The wind is 217 knots from Delta 7, clear takeoff runway 26 left.
Our last plane to Kelowna. Encore 3322. Alright, that'll do it for this round. Thanks so much for watching our live stream from Vancouver, YVR. First time here doing a live stream. Saw some really cool planes today. I'll try to be back later on this evening if I can. I'm going to bring the kids to do some plane spotting, and if I can, I will do a live stream. It'll be super late on the East Coast, but we'll see what we can do. Thank you so much to everyone who supported. Stephen L. with the tip and the super chat earlier. So thank you so much for the support. It means a lot to me. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends. Share the stream, give us a like, really helps us out, and we will be back for more from Vancouver and then Kelowna next week. So very excited about that. So embrace the journey, everybody. Have a good one. See you around.